What's up, everybody? This is the Overachievers Gaming Podcast with our special segment, the Marvel Strike Force Insider. Wow, I almost fucked it up out the gate. That's fantastic.
I set you up for failure on that one.
I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Ashley Pastrami, and with us this week is the fantastic ValleyFlyin. What's up, Valley? How are you, man?
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
We are doing great. Dom's about to go get some brunch. I'm chilling. I just ate some eggs. It's going to be fantastic.
Did you guys, before we go any further, did you fucking know, my uncultured ass just found this out when I first went there, that crepes are mostly a savory dish, and the sweet ass like crepe tornado bullshit with like Nutella and banana, that's all very Americanized.
Yes.
Didn't know this. It's delicious. If you haven't fucked with an actual crepe with like ham and egg and mushroom before, do yourself a favor. It's fucking great. Yeah, can't wait for crepes. Can't wait for video games. Can't wait to talk with y'all.
All right. That's great. I can't wait. You can find us on Instagram, og.podcast, Twitter at overachieversp, beanoverachiever.com is where you can get this episode and every other episode that we do, plus our usual podcast where we talk about video games and everything, why we love them and hate them, and other events that come out. Valley, where can people find you?
They can find me on youtube.com/ValleyFlyin and also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you coming out and help and having a good little discussion with us. I see a little French thing.
Love it.
You're doing crepes.
I fucking hate you.
I've learned about crepes so far, so
yeah, dude.
Let's see what else I get to learn on this show.
Every day is a little bit of learning. That's all I'm just saying. So, all right. So, with that, what's new with Marvel Strike Force this week? There is a bunch of stuff that dropped since last we recorded last weekend. Most importantly, the 3.4 update, specifically.
Pacifically or specifically?
Specifically, yes.
Right, fair. Touche.
We have a good time on this podcast.
Oh, I've heard some of your
we
previous
have a good
episodes. It sounds
time.
like a good time.
The funny thing about that is I feel like if you say out loud, we have a good time, you're probably not having a good time. It's like,
well,
I don't no, but we definitely have a good time.
We like to we keep it real. So yeah, so the 3.4 update dropped this week, and with it comes with the ever elusive download all button, which they have yet to implement. How do you feel about this, Dom? Download all assets. It's elusive. It's not around. It's not available.
But what does that even mean? I never even heard of this before now. What is download all assets? What assets?
Bro.
So every time you do an update, there's like a little loading screen for your characters, or when you go into a battle, and instead of just downloading everything at once, like when you're actually downloading the update, you got to do it that big one. Then you got to do all the little piece by piece.
Yeah, super annoying. Okay, I get it, and we don't have it yet, even though it says it in the patch notes that we have it.
It's just elusive. We've all been requesting it for like a year, and nobody's done it yet. So I wish it one day we'll get it, because every other app that's out there has it, except for this one.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's funny having a loading screen that gets to 99% and then you see another mini loading screen under it. I think that is genuinely so fucking funny.
And then for every single game mode as well.
It's
so awesome.
Right. It is. It's like, I never even thought about that until now, how actually funny that is. That there's a loading screen and then a mini loading screen. Fourth loading screen. What the fuck?
Yeah, a little backwards progress, but I guess that's on par for everything. But anyway, so with the 3.4 update brings us the Fantastic Four. In the last episode, we talked about the speculation for the Fantastic Four, and we actually have their kits now. So what do you guys think about the changes to to War? I can't speak today. With the Fantastic Four coming to fruition. I'm particularly excited about it. I was kind of on the fence last time we talked about this, but now I unlocked the thing, and he's now 4 red stars for me at 30K, so I'm pretty stoked.
You got a nice thing there.
Jesus Christ.
I know, my thing
Some would
is
say
ready.
The best thing. Huge thing.
I got the best things, the
Your
greatest
thing is
things.
bigger than mine right now.
I don't know where we're going with that, but I like it.
Dick jokes, Charlie. Dick jokes.
Okay.
Wait, is that what we're talking about? I thought we were talking about the thing.
I thought we were talking about the thing. What are you talking about, Tom?
I gotta go.
Mine is in the gutter here.
God damn it. I'm excited. I only got the thing so far, obviously, since it was so easy to get them. But I think the kit's really cool. I'm going to go back into my fucking ball grab of how much I love Hero Brawlers. Yo, thing is a solid addition to Hero Brawlers by himself. Even outside of the Fantastic Four grouping, Thing does fucking huge single point damage. Huge.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like fairly impressive.
Crits like crazy. It's like 54K. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. I got him. I think I got him with 2 red star, which is nice actually. But I'm excited. I think that the way they're going with like kitting out teams is going to be interesting, and I think Fantastic Four is going to be the first like multi-use like swap in your 5th person deal, and I'm excited for how versatile that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Valley, what do you think about the Thing so far? The Thing, not your thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of bored with the Thing. I mean, his kit is single target damage, single target damage, single target damage for all 3 of his moves. But his stats do look really good. Some big damage, some big health, and that crit on his passive looks really good. So looks like a good character, but kind of incomplete. I'm hoping that the Invisible Woman's kit, when it comes out, will make him a little better. So
sure.
Little boring, but yeah, for what he does, his damage very, very good. So
yeah, it seems
we'll see what happens with the rest of them.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, though, right? Like they don't want it to be just the legendary being the most OP. They want it to be more rounded out, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah,
that seems to be the case.
I mean, I'm sure fucking Invisible Woman will still be the OP like factor of the group once we see them together.
Yeah, we'll see. We haven't we haven't gotten anything regarding their kit or her kit just yet. I don't think we had even any inkling.
We don't know our passive. Her passive.
Oh, that's
we
right.
Found that out when the other passives were released. But yeah, when I was looking at all of their kits, I was like, something is missing. These guys look really good, but there needs something to bring these guys together to really make them
some sort
super
of
strong, and
synergy.
That was not there yet.
Yes, synergy. That's the word.
Yes, synergy. So with all of that, it's very. I don't know. I'm curious to see how everything comes out with the rest of the kit for Invisible Woman, or even how to unlock her, because right now we still don't know.
Yeah, nothing.
There's always all rumors. People are throwing out their aim, Sinister Six, but I just don't like to speculate. I kind of like just to wait and see. I'm sure there's some people who know already but can't say, and maybe once the Magneto event is done, we will get maybe a little inkling of when that's going to be coming out. Which, speaking of, the Magneto event is live. If you're listening to this is your chance to get her or him. Why?
I heard about this a little last week, that you were trying to get Magneto. It doesn't sound like it went very well.
wasn't. No, I don't. I'm not going to be able to get him. I'm missing. I have 2. I have 1. My Wolverine's at obviously full rank. My fucking Mystique and 1 other character are 4 stars, and then 2 other of my strongest characters are 3 stars. So definitely not getting that. Yeah, it's all right, but for next time, whatever, it'll be.
Hey,
good.
You know what? That's the attitude to have.
Start working on them now for the next time it comes around.
Exactly. I mean, I'm still like every day going harder on like Brotherhood and X-Men cores or shards rather. So I think I'll be okay for next time. I'll definitely be okay for Star-Lord. I know Star-Lord's end of the month or so, I heard.
End of the week. The data mine says the 18th, so the end of this week.
What?
Oh shit, you're right. That is that's a week from today. I realize that. I'm sure they'll probably like finish this and then next, like maybe on like, what do you think? When will they start like announcing that?
Looking?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be okay on Star-Lord. I'm finally gonna get Star-Lord at least.
Nice.
Yeah, and my Star-Lord's 4 red stars, so I'm excited to unlock that.
Ooh, he's gonna be good. I only have him at 3. You're gonna love that. He's very good.
I just can't wait for my tech team to finally just be a little bit better.
Yeah, and you can start working on your Fear of the Darkness team with Star-Lord. Him and Minerva are like OP as fuck.
I'm sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good combos out there, but every single one of them have Minerva and Star-Lord.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to talk about Minerva once we get to the Red Star discussion. It's still a sore subject for me right now, though. But we'll get there.
Okay. Right, either way. So, Valley, I'm guessing you've already had Magneto unlocked at 7 stars from previous events. So
I just got him to 7 stars with this event. I've had him 6 stars, but it's been so long that his event's been back. I've been able to unlock him at 7 stars for a while, but
right.
I'm glad his event came back and I got him up finally.
Yeah,
he's so good. I want him.
He's very good. He's very good. He makes the Brotherhood team like sure to win 100% for pretty much any mode outside of raids. It's very good. But I just got him to 6 stars. I am 50 pyro shards short of getting him to 7 stars, which makes me sad. That was even with the offers, so I decided not to buy the offers because I'm like 150 shy, and with the offers would have gotten me to 50 shy. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait. I'll just wait.
That. Yeah. You did the right thing, I'd say.
I have a bunch of orbs ready to go, so maybe I'll get lucky with some, premium pulls or ultimate pulls. Who knows?
I tell you, I did buy an uncanny orb kit. I swear to God, I'm never buying fucking orbs again. It's the worst
telling
gamble.
You, don't do it.
It's the worst fucking gamble. It's such a bad. It's never. Oh my God. And it's like, up to 145 shards possibly per orb, and it's like every pull, never even got above a green.
Yeah,
it's just bad. It's bad value. It's such bad value. I don't understand.
They are.
The only things I think are worth it are the the dollar orbs or whenever they come out, the $1.99 specialty orbs.
Oh, so. I know. Well, that's the funny thing is like if we were gonna determine if you're a whale via how many things you bought instead of how big the purchase, I'd be a whale because every time there's like $1 or $2, whatever, I just get it because like who the fuck cares? That means I don't buy a nice coffee that day, whatever, So it's like that shit I'm always gobbling up because it's just so easy. Like get like the 20 gold mats with like 175 cores or whatever. Like who cares? But the rest of that shit, fucking garbage.
Well, yeah,
I think most of the community would agree with you there.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, like watching like Casinos Whale Wars when y'all like get a shit ton of red orbs. I'm like, man, this just is so. This does not look good for Foxnet when he does those videos. Like,
yeah,
there's been a lot of threads on Reddit. A lot of people have stopped buying and spending on the game because of those videos.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point? It's like it proves that it's a bad economy.
Yeah, I mean that's really the only time I spend money on the game is for those real Whale War videos, which is fun. Don't get me wrong.
They are fun.
I'm undefeated against Casino, so there's that.
I wish I could say I've had the same luck, but
no.
Nope.
How many Whale War videos have you been on, Valley?
I've been on 3, but I've shot 4.
Oh,
so one is still being edited.
Oh, cool.
Nice. That's right. I forgot that he does all the videos himself for Whale Wars. Then he gets, he's been. Casino's a good guy, man. He comes out and he does. He helps out the community quite a bit. A little props to Casino. That wasn't part of the notes, but you know what? Props to Casino.
I'm a big fan.
He helps everyone out.
I'll be even bigger fan when he raids me when I go live once.
So what we were talking about with offers, so there was a little bit of controversy this week with the little bit of offers. The Thing offer. Apparently there's a Shield Security offer and a Vulture offer that happened that were supposed to be $19.99, but there's quite a few people who bought them at $1.99. So that's a big whoops. Or
I didn't see the others. That's a bummer. I missed those.
Yeah, so there's a Shield Security at $1.99 and a Thing offer at $1.99 for his orbs and everything like that. Which honestly, I think that's what it should be.
It should be.
If you're buying orbs, I think it should be. Like if you're gonna buy 50 shards, it should be like $5, maybe $10. Okay, whatever. That I feel is price. And I understand like where they came from with the offers out the gate a year ago or a year and a half ago when they were still new with this game and still had like, okay, we have to make money. We got to make money back for buying the IP or
Nothing
renting.
Justifies a fucking full video games buy on shards for a character that doesn't even guarantee you. Like, if I'm gonna spend fucking $30 to get shards from a character, it should be literally to max that character out. Like,
yeah,
0, full stop.
I agree, 100%.
I would agree as well. But they have a different marketing strategy, right?
I guess so. I guess they're more about the big purchases than the small little purchases, which,
Yeah, this is not even a microtransaction game anymore. It's all macro transactions. There's not a lot of microtransactions that come about in the game anymore. It's all.
That's a good point. I never even thought of it like
30, but all the good ones are like $30. So
I know.
It's not like the $1.99 that you gotta like, oh, I don't even have to think about this. Let me just buy this offer. It's big offers. You gotta think about it a little more.
They make more money if everything
was
so cheap, because then it's like people would buy more, I guess. I don't know. But then does that dilute the game though? If everyone has like all the dope shit, or no? Like, what do you think? That's the question.
That is the question. Because do they care about the dilution of the game per se, or is it more about having, an economic sense of, entitlement? I don't know.
I feel like that question is more so for us. Like, would it be bad if every single person had top tier shit?
No, because eventually it'll happen. It's not like it's
right. Eventually, right.
But out the gate, I don't know. Makes people. Maybe it triggers some of those dopamine things for some people. I don't know. It doesn't for me, so I don't really care. So, but
no, that's fair. That's
fair.
Yeah.
Anything else new this week that I'm missing? I'm pretty sure we covered a majority of the things, like with all the Thing coming out, the Fantastic Four, the mishaps.
Yeah. Do we have any news on the rest of them yet?
We have the kits for 4 of them, and we have the passive for Invisible Woman. We don't have the unlock method official, but there's been a lot of speculation.
Yeah.
And then just the rest of the notes with the update. We got the Marvel 80th.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Thing
so
campaign.
We got a lot of characters added with that.
The Thing campaign was pretty easy. That was nice. I'm glad it was all city stuff, because that made me, like, someone like me, like, who has just Defenders top tier, like easy peasy,
Yeah, although I'm a little perturbed about the fact that in the Marvel 80th event thing, it has Loki straight up in there, but he's not someone who's got the multiplier. It's just like, come on.
He's one of the older characters in the Marvel universe as well. So it's kind of weird that he's not in there.
Right.
Well, can't have you getting your Phoenix shards ready to go for 7-star.
It's funny because I always I forget that Captain Marvel is old as fuck, because the first Captain Marvel, being Marvel, was like OG Marvel.
Yeah. Marvel.
I mean, even Carol Danvers' version was in the 60s.
Oh right, that's right. That is when Carol Danvers.
Both of them are pretty old.
Yeah.
As well.
Are you a comic book aficionado, Valley?
No, but I did some research on this while I was making a video. So I looked up the release dates of all these characters, and Namor's like the first one before.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Every single Marvel and most of the DC characters. Fantastic Four is really early on. Groot was really early on as well, which is surprising for me.
No, I didn't really know
some of the other characters like Vision and stuff were pretty early. The weird one for me was Miss Marvel, because she was released in 2013, the Kamala Khan version of that, and she's included on this Marvel 80th. So I thought that was a little weird.
I wonder if that's because of her name.
I'm sorry.
Could be.
Like I'm trying to think of why they would do that besides her name just being Miss Marvel.
I think it's just a marketing thing, where they want to appeal to some of the comic fans that know some of the newer characters.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Captain Marvel, I think, is included in that list as well. So,
yeah, but then there's not. Well, she's only there for being able to be used in the campaign for the Thing, the 2-in-1 campaign. So that's, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's like, hey, it's something that's been out for 6 years is now included in something that's been out for 80th celebration. Oh, whatever. Makes zero sense. But we're kind of used to things not making any sense whatsoever. So
I'm a big fan of like some of the bigger content creators of this community that weren't already like Marvel comic fans before this, that read and look up into it. I love that when Casino's like, yeah, it forced me to kind of get into like Marvel stories and comics and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
And you being the comic nerd,
said,
dumb.
Yeah. Slightly, only a little bit. I wish that I had like Chris's knowledge. Chris, one time I called up Chris to ask him a question, and I was on the phone for 2 hours of him explaining me one simple question led to him doing that. Comic nerds are a special breed of people of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have a buddy of ours whom we work with, and actually he was with us on set the other day for a couple of days. So I had to ask him, like, who is Namor? Like, tell me about this. And he like you said, it was like a half an hour of him explaining to me the origins of him.
Into it. So just getting into it, dude.
I'm like, Chris, I have to go set up my camera.
We gotta go work now. Leave me alone. Shut up.
Yeah, but it was good. I work in the film industry, Valley. If you hadn't heard from previously, so like,
nice.
It's a blessing and a curse on both sides. Love what I do, but I hate the hours. But
the fact that I'm a nerd and you and Chris are nerds are the reason why this is all happening.
Exactly. That's why we're here right now having a conversation. It's great. But anyways, what's coming up next? Like, what do we know that's outside of like, Star-Lord supposedly coming out in a week, which is crazy to hear.
I can't wait on that.
Yeah, I know you're stoked about that. Is there anything else that's coming out that we know of?
There's a bunch of milestone events. And I'm looking at the data mine. I think some of this was also announced in game, but there's a reduced refresh cost for these Marvel 80th.
Oh yeah,
actually for all of these characters. So instead of costing, I guess, 100 shards or cores and up for the campaign energy, you could purchase the 120 campaign energy for 80 power cores. We also have increased gold coming up from campaign nodes, which I don't know if it's that big of a difference, but it's like 80% more gold for the campaign nodes.
Okay.
We have double drops, I think, going on right now for some of the characters.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everybody who's listening to this on Tuesday, this is said and gone.
But, all right. So there was a double drop for some characters.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
But
I do that all the time. My favorite thing is when I'm like, oh, so if you're listening to this tomorrow, which would be 2 days from when you're listening, but is like Thursday from now. It's always funny to try to explain that. Yeah, exactly.
And we got data mines of a bunch of blitzes.
There's a lot of data mine information
characters
now, right?
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of data mine information right now that like are pretty heavy. Like, wasn't there? I saw someone posted that Sue Storm is not a 7-star unlock. Is she? Did someone post that?
Yeah, so that was data mined that her unlocked star level was 7 stars, but they've used that in the past for placeholders for a lot of the characters. Okay, so my guess is that it's a placeholder and she's not going to get 7-star unlock.
Right. Okay.
But we will have to see. This is Foxnix we're talking about, right?
It's very true. It's very true. Anything is possible. God, I don't know what I would do if it's 7-star. I remember when the Phoenix event happened and it went from 5-star to 6-star. I was so triggered from that event. I told
it would depend on which characters, right?
Yeah, exactly. It would depend on which characters. But like we had talked about it before, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to do this podcast anymore. This is bullshit. Blah blah blah.
We're done.
Then, like 20 minutes later, I was like, I'm fine. I'm good to go.
Oh, I'll get Phoenix. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then now she's the reason why I'm like top 10 in my arena shard every day. It's great. Can't complain about that. So
yeah, one day I'll look
Gamma Raids are returning.
Gamma Raids?
What is that?
Yeah.
I don't remember what that is. What is that?
The Gamma Raids.
Oh, the Gamma Raids.
Oh, Gamma Raids. Oh, thank God. You know what sucks about that? I really wish that the Gamma Raid was
that
out.
It sounds so close to Gamma Rays.
That's what I thought you said.
I thought you said that too, dude. Yeah, I was like, Gamma Raid is cool. I can't wait for whatever that is. I wish the Gamma Raid was out right before Magneto, because I could have got so many more shards for like all these characters that are in the Gamma Raid orbs,
Possibly. I mean, it's the Brawlers. This time it's going to be Brawlers that are going to be in the orbs. So
yeah. How do you feel about the Brawler, like these, now that they switched from guaranteed shards to now having a chance at other shards, like with other characters? How do you guys feel about this? For me, I'm on the fence, because on one half, I'm like, okay, cool. This is great for having the ability to build up other characters that I don't need or that I don't have right now. So it's like you have a chance of getting other people, which I think are interesting. But also at the same time, it's like, well, I don't have, like, well, I was hoping to have like a Juggernaut. I mean, now I have Juggernaut 7 stars, but it's like, I know, or Miles or whomever, Black Panther, if you don't have, it's like, okay, I can focus and get them per se. Right. So what do you guys feel about that?
I mean, for me, anything helps, since I'm still, scrubby.
Yeah.
So like anything is good. I do like smaller, like for instance, like Gamma's good for me, considering I'm really into the Brawlers team anyway. Like I need Shen America Chavez. It would be nice if like it was a little more concentrated with the stuff I like, but also like that makes no sense. That's so general for me specifically. But
yeah, Valley, do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm there with most players that liked it how it was before, when it was a really limited character that was specific. You could get one character, and it's interesting to hear your perspective there, Dom, with the from a newer player, because my when I was talking to Mobile Gamer, he brought up kind of a catch-up mechanic for some of the newer players. And this seemed kind of like a catch-up mechanic to me, where so some of the older players they're not liking this, but it's a little better for some of these newer players because you get more shards, and at the newer player level, you just need a bunch of shards to build up all of your characters, your whole roster.
100%.
So it seems like this is kind of a catch-up mechanic, but my initial gut reaction, obviously, is like, this sucks. I don't need any of these characters. I want the characters that I don't have. So
yeah, right.
I
get
a way of them kind of balancing out the game. So,
and I think that I feel like there should be. How can I word this? Not necessarily like two different aspects of the game, like one for newer players, one for older players, but like I feel like they can do catch-up mechanic style things without like messing up the older players or like just like players with bigger rosters and whatever. It should be that if your collection power, like for instance, if your collection power is under 1 million, maybe you get shards from all this different characters, but if you're over 1 million, maybe not. I don't know, like something like that. I feel like would be beneficial to both newer players and older players, and I think that would definitely like save some grumblings from anyone that it's just there's like almost an if and deal with a lot of these events or raids or whatever, that like if you're at this point you get this shit, if you're at this point you get that shit. I don't know, I think that makes sense to me. But
yeah, I mean, one thing I heard brought up from, I can't remember who brought it up first, but making the tier 4 of this raids more friendly to the older players, because those are the players that's going to actually be entering the tier 4. And then maybe give more shards on tier 1, 2, 3 from some of the older characters, so that there is still that catch-up mechanic, because the newer players are going to be playing the tier 1, 2, 3 levels of these raids. So I wouldn't mind if they did something like that, increase the shards for some of the random characters in the lower tiers, and then just give us the shards we want when we're playing tier 4.
Sure, I feel you, dude.
That actually makes a lot of sense. That's a good mechanic that maybe FoxX, if you're listening, give it a go and see what happens.
Do you think they're listening? Do you think they're just like, hey Jimmy, I want you to note every single podcast that talks about us, we gotta listen to them, see what they're saying.
Well, we're trying to get that Envoy program, so we got to continue with the content. So we'll see.
Get it.
We're trying. We just gotta. We gotta build
email
up.
Like, hey, no Envoy for you fucking dorks. You're talking too much shit.
Well, it's just more like we try to have a good rapport on everything. We try to make some interesting content for everyone to listen to and enjoy. And we feel like podcast is kind of like what we do as well as stream. So that's what we kind of aim for. But
oh, for sure. Until they send like, hey, that dude Ash Pastrami was talking too much negative. We're too bad, buddy.
Yep. No, nix it. Done. Blah blah blah. We're good. But so next up, what we have with our next segment is our Love It and Hate It segment, which I'm very interested in to hear what you have to say, Valley. So we talk about one thing about the game, whether it's a character or flaw, a raid or mode or whatever, and then we also talk about one thing that we absolutely despise. So Valley, with you being our guest this week, what do you love about the game?
If I think I'm going to talk about a mode, because there's so many things that you can talk about to love and hate. So as far as modes, right now, I'm into Arena. Arena is my favorite mode in the game right now.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It's a lot of it's about timing. Once you have certain characters, you could pretty much beat any team. So you just kind of got to get lucky on defense and time everything right, so that you're ending right at the right time, right close to payouts. So that's been fun for me. What about you guys?
Dom?
Right now, I definitely love that I'm consistently getting in the top 10 of my Arena. Like, whatever you
that newbie shard.
It's better than me. Jeez.
I know. Well, but granted, you're definitely in a different tier than I am in regards to your Arena versus my Arena. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but you're still doing way better compared to the people you're around. So
yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I feel pretty good. I mean, this Defenders is nice, and then once I get like my Captain Marvel up a little bit higher, I'll probably swap her in maybe with Miss Marvel, and then do like that like hybrid Defender Brawlers team. Either way, though, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like right now, I still have 2 more Arena shards left for the day, and I'm at 16, so that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I'm constantly in the top 10 as well. Right now, I'm currently at rank 6. I fluctuate. Depends on the. I haven't had number one payout ever, but I've had 1 or 2 and 3 payouts. No problem. But it's like it's hard to, at least for me, be able to coordinate that time because that's around 6 p.m. Eastern for us for the payouts, and that's typically right towards the end of my day at work. And I'm like really, unless I'm not working on a setup or anything like that, it's really hard for me to like use my phone or answer texts or do anything like that. So it's hard for me to get there. I tend to be in like around the top 10, like 10 to 15 for the payouts because I get unlucky with my defense. Although my defense
should I be saving my arena fights for later in the day?
Yeah, you should use most of them close to your payout.
Oh fuck! I never do that. I wake up and do that. I do them immediately. I'm like, I'll just bang these out real quick. Like,
that's like going with the theme of the podcast, right? You're learning new things by listening, so it's good stuff.
I have 2 left for the day, and I'm at 16. So I guess I'll save those for later.
Closer to payout.
Payouts at 6 p.m. Eastern, Dom. So essentially, what I tend to do is like I'll do one arena fight at like 5:30. And then, because it's every 15 minutes you can do it unless you pay your cores or spend cores, which I don't recommend doing. So you can do one at 5:30, see where you're at, and then at like 5:54, start the next fight. So that way,
hilarious.
And then, well, the reason being is there's a mechanic called slingshotting. So if you're at like rank 5 and you're looking at rank 1, and you start that fight at 5:54, and then you attack them, nobody else can attack that rank until you're done with that fight. So essentially, if you leave it until literally the last like 30 seconds, like no one else is going to be able to finish a fight in 30 seconds. So if you start that fight at 5:54 and you get it down to like 1 hit, that would win. And then you just wait until that timer is down to like 5 seconds, and you just hit auto and finish it. And then you'll then slingshot yourself up to rank 1 or whatever rank that is, and therefore whomever was rank 1 gets put into your old position. I've had it happen to me quite a bit. That's how that works.
I need to do that. Yeah. There's a lot of tips, like tricks of the trade that I still need to figure out.
But that's the fun thing. I don't know if that's what you were talking about earlier, Valley, about the timing and everything like that. That's the fun stuff. Like when it works, like on the weekends, I love it when that happens because it's just fun to see like what you've done. Because like there have been times where I'm like, oh, it's fine. You're like, I have a minute left, I'll do it, and then I'll get to like rank 3, and then I come back and the email's like, here's your rank 14 rewards. I'm like, what? How did this happen?
It's interesting. Sometimes it doesn't go your way, but sometimes it does, and in both cases, it's kind of fun. Just to be competitive, work out the timing of everything. So.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that right now. Let's talk about what you hate, though.
Oh, I didn't say.
Oh my goodness, this could be a whole show right here.
Wait, you didn't say what you like, Charlie?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was just agreeing. I was just agreeing with what you guys were saying about Arena. Believe it or not,
anyway.
I'm really enjoying going through Fear of the Darkness yet again. So I think I'm on my 4th run right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get.
I would say so.
Okay, so let me ask you this though: what made you go in for that 3rd and 4th run?
I'm going for that.
Record?
Not the record. No, there's no way I'm going to get the record. I'm going to go for the emblem that you get for your name because you get a new complete the Fear of the Darkness whatever. Every
8 times,
like,
right?
For X amount of times. Like right now, like I got one for beating it 3 times. The next time is 10 times, and there's one for 20 times, I believe. So,
jeez,
it's something that I literally just throw it on auto and just let it go, and it's fun to watch. Do you have
your Gear 13 Ultron that you can do that?
I did.
I haven't done an Ultron run. I might try that.
It's way cool fun. Emblems. Essentially, once the minions are out, like I wait until the minions have been summoned, and then I just hit auto and just let it go, and it's just way fun just to watch. I like just sitting there watching it happen. And you're just like, okay, this is cool, it's great. Yeah. But that's what I'm enjoying right now. It's not it's not something for everyone to enjoy, but that's what I'm enjoying, just watching it happen. So, all right, back on. Nice. What do you hate about this game?
What should we limit it down to this week? I think the easy answer would be Red Stars. Another easy answer would be Blitz, but I think I'm going to go with the easy answer for Blitz. And I don't like the matchups in Blitz. Always getting 3 of the same either ones. I was trying to think of back in the day. We would get all these unsynced teams, and Blitz was so much more fun. But nowadays, it's Defenders or Guardians or Brotherhood and all of the matchups, and it's always these synced teams, and it's really hard to test out non-synergized teams. So I would want some different matchmaking in Blitz right now. But I don't know. If you ask me the same question about an hour from now, it might be a totally different answer.
Or it might just still be Blitz.
It could be. It could be.
I've definitely had that where I have a couple of like teams that I use. I think I have 4 or 5 sure to win that. Even with those meta teams like the Brotherhood or the Defenders or whatever, I can still switch between them and win. But then, at 8.3, I'll face up against somebody I'll face up against a team that I know I can beat, and then just randomly, like, one of my characters just gets deleted out the gate. I was like, how did this happen? They're tier 13. Like, they have like 150k health. Like, how do they do that much damage out the gate? Like, first attack. Like, all right, well, then I'll just drop back down to 6.
Oh, because the opponents have like 250k health.
It's crazy.
And it does get crazy. When you see that 90k Punisher and a Defender team, like, I don't know if these guys can handle those Defenders.
Seriously, though. Seriously.
Dom, what are you hating on right now?
I kind of hate that the work to unlock some of these legendaries require you pumping up minions when minions are so garbage. Like, my second highest team right now are Kree minions after I just went for fucking Nick Fury a little bit ago, and I can't use them anything. They're good against nothing. Like, it sucks. So
they're okay in Blitz. That's about it.
But even so, like, what are they good against? Like, what teams are they good against the Blitz?
I mean, if they're synergized well, they'll be fine. But you got to throw Ronin in the mix.
Yes, you got to throw Ronin in.
My crew team's
my
pretty
Ronin
good
is like
Blitz.
Pretty low. Yes. All that means for me is I just need to buff up more teams besides that team. So.
Yep.
Welcome
to this game.
Yeah, I feel
every single character is 7 stars with 7 red stars on them, and then you'll be good.
Dude, I'm like halfway there. That's it. I'm doing it. I'll be there in another 50 years.
Yeah, especially with the red stars, right?
Oh man,
can't wait to talk about red stars. Can't wait to talk about red stars.
I'm waiting for that since you mentioned it at the beginning of the week of the pod so far. So it's going to be great. Cool. I think I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what Valley said about Blitz. I know I kind of mentioned it a moment ago, but like, I'm really hating the mechanics of Blitz per se. I'm going hard on this Vulture Blitz. Vulture Blitz for round 2. I'm at like 7.5 million right now, and I'm like, I'm trying to get up there because I'm trying to hit top 1500, so I'm going to stop around 8 million or so, which I should be able to get the rest of the day. But it's like, in order to get to there, I'm on my phone every 2 hours trying to get these. Right.
Isn't that shit crazy?
It's just like, I want to do something else, but like, I know it's going to be more helpful for me to get this. And I'm actually enjoying a Sinister 6 team, believe it or not. I think they're kind of interesting, especially at lower levels. I'm going to use them as my next Blitz team I'll build up once Fantastic Four are done. So, but I don't know. I'm just not enjoying the 2-hour resets. I kind of liked it back in the day when they were 6-hour resets. I think that was a lot more fun, and Blitz scores were a lot lower.
Yeah, Blitz was way more fun back in the day.
It was. So, Fox next, bring it back. Give us OG Blitz. That's what we want.
What was OG Blitz?
The whole system. Give us something nice.
What was that, Dom?
What was OG Blitz? What did I miss?
OG Blitz was, so as Valley was saying earlier, there weren't so many pre-made teams on the opponent side, or you could essentially be able to have more randomness, and you can actually try out different teams and different compositions and everything. And also the reset time was every 6 hours and not every 2 hours. So they did that, I think, back when Deadpool first came out, or last year with the. Has it been a year already since that happened? I don't remember.
It was last year sometime. Yeah, it was over.
It was like Thanos, right? When Thanos came out is when they started doing that. I want to say.
I think it was later than that because Thanos was the very first update. So I think it was at least a few months in before they switched that timer. Because we got a few months of enjoying that 6-hour timer.
I know. I remember.
Before
I was
they
like,
switched it.
And little did I know, I was not at the point that I can enjoy it. as much as I do now. So, but yeah, so
I just looking at some of my old graphics of some of the teams that I used to use in Blitz. I'm like, nowadays none of these teams would even work, but they worked back in the day because we didn't have defenders and these highly synergized teams. So every single matchup, so it was more fun back in
rip my Night Nurse team back in the day.
Night Nurse
was Night Nurse good at some point? Jesus.
Oh, bro, you don't even know. Night Nurse was so good. Like
she was required for the raids back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, she was the best healer back in the day.
Yeah, before Medic took over and then Minerva took over. Now, Dom, we got your favorite topic to talk about: Red Stars.
So
this is everybody's.
I pulled a dope for Red Star Minerva. Like, stoked about it.
Nice.
Can't wait to have that. I just have no fucking shards for her to get to that point, and probably never will going on my RNG. So it's almost like, what's the goddamn point? I just can't get. I haven't got Minerva shards. I can't tell you the last. The last time was we got that 15 for that fuck up they had not too long ago. That was the last time I got any kind of Minerva shards. So it's like, yeah, cool. Can't wait to actually use her at 4 Red Star if I could ever get to that point.
One day.
I mean, you'll get there eventually if you want to just throw down some money for it, which I don't recommend doing.
Yeah, I mean,
one day
I do wish they had her in a little different avenues to get her, but also I understand she's so fucking OP that, I get it. But yeah, I got 4 Red Star Minerva, so that's pretty fucking cool.
Great. That's awesome, dude. Good. You'll get there. She's fantastic, so I think I have her at 3 Red Stars. But Valley, what's new in Red Star World with you?
Oh, I opened a bunch this week because we recorded 2 Whale Wars episodes. One is out already, and in that one I got a 4-star shield security upgrade, a 4-star Okoye upgrade. I got a 3-star upgrade on my Juggernaut, and got some shards in the thing. Everything else was dupes, and that was one episode. The other one I'm not going to talk about yet because it's, as of this recording, it's not out yet, even though it may be out before the
that's fine
thing is out, and I don't remember what I got, honestly. So that's the main reason.
Fair enough. I'm curious to see how that pans out. I always enjoy seeing those. I know there's a bunch of people in my Alliance cluster who love to watch those wars, those Whale Wars, because it triggers.
They're pretty funny to watch.
It's actually me versus Mobile Gamer. Casino's not even involved except for different.
Okay.
One.
How is Mobile Gamer to face off against? I haven't reached out to him yet about this, so I know that Casino has told me that you need to get in touch with him. It's just as
challenging as anyone else because you get no control over it. So
yeah, I know. Total RNG.
You could play anybody and get the same odds. So it doesn't matter.
That's true. Total RNG for winning and losing, but you know what? Yeah. Hey, that works. So, with me, I'm my only thing coming in with Red Stars this week is I have a 4 Red Star thing. I have about 75 Red Stars saved up, some orbs saved up.
Jeez.
And
nice. Yeah, well, that's gonna be fucking dope.
I haven't had anything pop up that I've wanted to open them for, and I wait for things to come around that I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll do this. And with the thing coming out. I was like, okay, cool. I'll see if that has Red Stars. And so next, when the Fantastic Four, I'll open up some then. And my rule is if I get a 4 Red Star on a character that I want, I stop opening. So
that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Not do it all at once, like for a video. But
yeah. Well, I mean, it's or if like you're doing Whale Wars, you say like, okay, we have 30 orbs we're going to open and see what happens. And therefore, like I've done wars with Casino where I have like 50 saved up, and we'll do like an extra 5 or something like that to open up a thing. But so with the thing being 4 Red Stars, that's what I got this week. And now since I got him at 4 Red Stars, I decided to push for him a little bit more with the events, because now I had like 5,000 cores saved up from placing in top 10 in Arena for like 3 weeks in a row. So now I'm down to 3,500. I've spent 1,500 cores getting all his event stuff, and I have a ton of his orbs to open up, which I will do later on today with streaming. So that'll be pretty good.
Hell yeah.
How are you guys doing in war this week?
Oh, we just lost ours.
Yeah, we just did by 10 the other day, which I texted you about.
Saw that. That's such a bummer.
So frustrating. It's down to the wire. Down to the wire.
It really hurts.
We're winning one right now currently, right? Like 930 to 500 right now in our current one.
Yeah,
4 hours to go.
We do the I forgot what Friday time we do it, but yeah, like our Fridays are volunteer now, so it's like we ain't gonna win that.
Yeah, Saturday's a volunteer for us, so that's what's good. What about for you, Valley? How are you doing anymore?
I can remember our last two, and we won our last two.
Nice.
We got our start time is like 8 p.m. and we usually full clear by 1 o'clock the next day, and it's kind of a race with the other lines to see who gets the full clear first.
Mm-hmm.
So we've just been a little faster than the alliances that we've been facing.
Nice. Yeah, I'm curious. The person who full clears first is the winner, right? If you have two full clears.
Yeah, because you get like a bonus of 500 or something like that when you full clear first. So there's literally no way to come back if you get full cleared.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Save your war credits and everything with that. And next up, we have a little bit of team advice. Do you have any team advice to share with Dom or myself or anything of that nature, Valley? Like if you say, like, you know, what we were talking about before, how Magneto is essential for the Brotherhood team. So GG's Dom, you'll get him next time.
Yeah. I mean, you're about to get Star-Lord, so you're about to have a really good team in the BKE or BKT, whatever you want to call it, team with.
Yeah, what is the team right now with that?
So unfortunately, you're going to need Minerva for that squad.
Oh, that's all good. Like right now, the team I got going is Minerva, Rocket, Vision. What's the one Kree with the arm?
What?
I don't know. But take that person. They all have Star-Lord in.
Well, yeah,
put Star-Lord in.
No,
put
with
Groot
the
and Thanos, and you'll be good.
That's I don't have Thanos. I'm almost at Thanos, but yeah, I'll be able to do that soon enough.
Yeah, once you unlock Thanos, that'll be legit.
The red tech Kree. I have him swapped in for now until I get Star-Lord.
It's the ultimate.
Oh, you're talking about Korath?
Yes, Korath. I have Korath in now until I get Star-Lord.
They all have.
He has a robotic. He has a robotic arm. He has a robotic arm. Okay.
Does he?
Son of a guns. Yeah, that's why he's tech.
I guess he does. Yeah.
That's why he's
tech.
I
thought that was all. I thought that was his costume this whole time. I didn't know.
That's hilarious. Funny.
Yeah, I wonder if it is his costume. I don't know.
I think because he's like he has cybernetic implants and stuff. That's like why he's tech and stuff. I think his arm is one of them.
I'm gonna queue it up right now because now I'm curious. I'm looking at it. So.
I don't know.
No, you're right. He does have a cybernetic arm. His right one, his blaster arm. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
At least it does. So,
well, is it cybernetic or is it just his uniform?
It might be his uniform.
It looks like the same armor. I don't know.
Well, he's got one arm blue, one arm red. So there you go. It might be uniform.
Looks cool.
It does look cool. He's not Cable with the cybernetic arm.
Not Cable, yeah. But yeah, until I get Star-Lord, I'm going to throw him in there.
Build up Groot.
Yeah, I got Groot in there too. Team. Yeah. So I'm like, honestly, I'm like 4 goddamn shards away from Thanos, which sucks. Like it's such a hilarious like distance to be away from a character. I could like taste it. I think he's actually, you know, like when you scroll down, and I don't know if you guys even have any characters that need to be unlocked besides the new ones, but like he's the first character on the grayed out character I have because he's fucking
has the most shards. He's the closest.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I'm 3 shards away from finally unlocking Ultimus, but that's about it.
Oh my god,
you're not missing much.
He's 450 core right now for 5 in supplies, and I'm like, do I actually buy that? I don't want to spend cores on that though.
I mean, that's what you spend your cores for. Like if something pops up where like you say, oh, okay, I got 5 cores. I'm 5 cores away from getting a character, and Thanos is pretty good for that thing. So like that's what I would recommend you spend your cores on. If you're gonna do it.
Yeah, in most cases, I would recommend against that unless you're super close to unlocking it, like in this case.
Well, I'm 90 out of 100, so even if I did get that 5, I'd still
get 5 no, if you're 5 away.
2 times. 900 cores. It's worth it.
Hilarious.
That's the only time that I would say is like to use that or with gold orbs or anything like that. So or refreshes and everything.
For sure.
But that's not too much. And then Valley, we have the last segment is our favorite character right now. So what is your favorite character right now in the game?
Ooh, I think I gotta go with Falcon.
Ooh, I like where you're going with this.
Because there's so many cool characters that are like, yeah, I've been using them for a while. Falcon, I've been really using him, especially in Arena, for about a month.
Yep.
So he's kind of a new character to me just because I haven't been using him a lot. So that speed that he adds, his AoE attack, just does so much for that Arena team, plus obviously that Power Armor team. So Falcon right now, just because he's a little newer to me.
Hell yeah! It's so funny how it seemed like Falcon was going to be garbage at first, and now he's just so crucial.
I thought he was going to be garbage.
Yeah, he's
Everyone
great.
did, I think.
Right? I am also in the Falcon arena offense. He's also in my defense too. I have Falcon at 6 red stars, so I'm very, very happy with him. Yeah, he wrecks at 63K right now. He is tier 12, one away from tier 13, but I cannot get
3K.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's 6 red stars, 6 stars, and I'm still debating whether I want to put some orange mats into his Red Wing ability and his strafing run. So his special and his alt, respectively, just because hitting that extra 30% piercing is gonna be ridiculous.
Nice.
But I definitely think that special is worth it if you're using them a lot, especially with yours that's so extremely powered like that. Jeez.
Yeah, that's why he's on my defense right now. And then I also have just like him, like the 2 characters I have as 6 red stars are him is Falcon's at 6 red stars, 6 star, and then I have Carnage at 7 star, 6 red stars, and he's at 74K.
Yes, that Carnage.
Yeah. That's why he's on my defense, and he just destroys. He deletes somebody turn 1, and if not, it's turn 2.
Hell yeah.
It's just it's great to see his, and I have his ultimate maxed out, so he's just destroying people. It's great. But
nice.
Dom, what's your favorite character right now?
Psylocke. Psylocke's cool as shit.
She is cool as shit.
Especially like when you kill a character on her basic and she does it, her animation is super fucking cool. She like throws out those purple like side blades she has like and like whips you all around. I like that a lot.
Yeah, she's fun. I've been using her a little bit more, trying to build her up for that X-Men team.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing. Same
ultimate. I love her ultimate.
Yeah, right. The transferring, that shit is hard. It hits hard, especially if you transfer like defense down and shit. Like that's just
a crap load of bleeds on your opponent, and they just die right as soon as they get their turn.
Yeah, it's cool. Something cool to say the least.
Yeah, I need to work on her ultimate skills a little bit. So we'll see what happens with that. For me, I'm going to go with an oldie, but a favorite. I'm going with Loki as my favorite character right now.
Oh, right, Loki.
Yeah.
What has brought Loki back into the forefront for you?
I have struggled to put... I mean, I've been working on getting Loki built up just for the Phoenix event, but I've been struggling to find a good team for him, and I finally found a good team for him with my villains team, which essentially, with how everything works out, let me pull up my Blitz roster that I have.
Is this the team that Casino was saying, like the blinding team, or no?
No, it's something similar to it,
or whatever.
But what I've always had trouble with my villains team. So my villains team right now is Yondu, Korath, Loki, Kingpin, and Crossbones. And I've always had issues with keeping Crossbones and Yondu alive for them to use their ultimate. But by the time Loki has his turn 2 and can get his AoE stealth in it, essentially when you have like Spider-Man who does his stun, his single target stun, because like Crossbones will taunt and he gets stunned. He can't use his ultimate with the offense up. Like Loki stealths everyone and hides everyone and puts evades on everyone, and then they can just blow up, and it's really hard to combat that, I find, in Blitz. So that's what I've been liking, because I've been trying to find a good home for him and also make my villains team, because it's at 214K or something like that, to get that going. So that's what I'm just enjoying Loki. So I'm trying to find an old fan favorite and going with that. So it's just been a lot of fun just watching, especially in war, just using his special on one character and then watching everyone else just delete them. So for you, it's great.
Yeah, that's a strong move. It's a scary character to go up in raids and stuff.
Dude, sometimes when you go against a Loki, you just don't know how it's gonna like turn out. Like a really good Loki. Yeah, like RNG can just ruin you, or like you like that. Dude, that invisibility deal is very frustrating.
Oh yeah, it's super frustrating.
Especially when I'm like defenders, it messes up my entire turn of stuff, because if I'm blinded for any reason and I do like my Punisher ult and fucking everyone's invisible, like I'm probably not hitting anyone, and that's just like
they all have evade on too. It's great.
Yep.
So have you used the solo Loki strategy in war?
Have heard of this, but do explain a little bit more. I have not.
So basically, you bring in Loki, and you use his ultimate on one character, and sometimes you take him out. So if you're facing a strong team, and you maybe take out a Rocket or a Minerva, because it's going to be based on the opponent's power level. So if they're really strong, they'll go out and take out Minerva, you'll end up clearing the buffs, and then you can go in with your team, and you don't have to worry about Minerva. You don't have to worry about Rocket or whoever.
Oh, I have not tried that yet. I will try that this run, since we have 4 hours left in our war. I'll give that a go.
Yeah, if you haven't used them already in this war, and there's one character in the team that you really need to take out, so you could bring in another team. Loki is the guy to do it with.
That's
Misty,
good to know.
Misty can kind of do it too, but
Loki, because he gets that defense down on his special. It's just like that's
huge.
What's up. Yeah, it's super huge. It's huge. It's huge, dummy. It's huge.
Some would say huge. Some would say.
Anyway, that'll do it for us for this episode of the Marvel Strike Force Insider, episode 3. Once again, joined by Dami, Ashy Pastrami, and ValleyFlyin. Thank you guys very much for joining us for this episode. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to chat.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Of course, our pleasure. You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast, Twitter at overachieversp. Beingoverachiever.com is our website where you can find this episode and everyone other than that. I'm just firing on all cylinders today. It's great.
I think you did a great job.
Yeah, and you can
I'm following you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and you can find ValleyFlyin at youtube.com/ValleyFlyin, as well as ValleyFlyin on Instagram and Twitter, or just Twitter.
If you go to my YouTube videos, all the links are there. I don't remember all that.
Just go to YouTube.
It's very, very bad. So
just go to YouTube. We're big on the social media game, so just go to youtube.com/ValleyFlyin, and you can take a look at Valley's videos. He posts some great weekly updates as well, and he's got a lot of great content on there. So definitely give it a check if you haven't before. So other than that, thank you all, and we'll see you next week.